Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Today I will be solving one more problem from the Algo expert side, and the problem name is merge interval. This is a very important question. I have been seen this kind of question in real interview. So please keep watching. So what is the basically problem state? You will be given an array of interval where all the intervals are starts I and end I, and you need to merge all the overlapping intervals and return an array of non-overlapping intervals that cover all the intervals in the input. So let's say if you are given the intervals like 8, 10, 10, 15, 18, right? So here you need to merge all the overlapping interval. So now let's understand this problem. So we have an interval from, let's say, 1 to 3, right? And there is another interval from 2 to, let's 6. So this is 2 to 6. Then we have a 8 to 10, right? 8 to 10. And then we have a 15 to, let's say this is 18. Okay. So now here you can see that 1 and 3 and 2 and 6, these two intervals are overlapping each other. So what we can write? So instead of, if I merge these two overlapping intervals, so what I will get? I will get 1 to 6, right? These 2 and 3 is getting overlapped. So we have a 1 to 6, then we have a 8 to 10, and then we have a 15 to 8. So we need to return this non-overlapping interval in a array. Okay, so in that case our answer should be like 1 to 6, then 8 to 10, then 15 to 18. Okay, let's try with another example. Let's say we have a 1 to 3 again, then 2 to 5, then 4 to 8, like or 9 to 12. So in that case, I'm just drawing the example that let's say we have a 1 to 3, then from 2 to still 5 we have, then again we have a 4 to 8, then we have a 9 to 12. Now here you can see the first 1 3 and 2 5 is overlapping. So these two, if I merge these two, what I will get? I will get 1 to 5, right? After getting 1 to 5, again we are seeing that 4 to 8 and 1 to 5 are overlapping each other, right? So in that case, again we will need to merge this. So if I merge this, so this is 1 to 5 and then we have 4 to 8. So if I merge this, what I will get? I will get 1 to 8. So this is 1 to 8, then we have a 9 to 12. So in that case, our answer should be like 1 to 8. So this is 1 to 8, and we have a 9 to 12. So these two interval will be our answer. So I hope you are able to understand the problem now. Now let's solve this. Try to solve this problem. So I am taking another example. Let's say we have a 2 5, then we have a 1 and 6, then we have a, sorry, 3 4, then 8 to 12. Okay. So we have this example. Now, what basically we are doing previously. So we are having one start point. So using this start point, we are trying to extend the what is the maximum endpoint we are getting, right? So from 1 to 3, and if another intervals like just another interval is merge overlapping the previous intervals, then what we'll do, we just extending the end value, not the like we are not taking in any consideration on the like start value. If start value is fixed, we just if there is any intervals that are overlapping with our previous interval, what we are doing, we are just extending the end value, right? So in that case, after these two overlap, we what is the previous end value is 3. Now our current end value got 5, right? So what we are doing, we are mm, extending the end value as much can be possible, right? So this is the same way we need to do. So as what we do, so as we need to extend the end value, and we are kind of fixing the start value, right? So that's why we need to sort this array, sort this 2D array based on their first value, right? So if I sort this array, it will becomes sort this with the first value, right? So in that case, the our new array becomes 1 to 6. Then we have a 2 to 5. Then we have a 3 to 4. Then we have a 8 to 12, right? Now what will I will pass this, I will consider this value is our current start value, and this is our current end value, right? So this is our first start value, like 1, and end value is 6, right? I'm just altering this example for your better know. Let's say I'm just instead of 3 4, I am making as a 7, right now. So as of now, our current start is 1 and current end is 6. Now we are seeing that next start value is the, like, greater than of this start value, and like previous start value, and less than the previous end value, right? So this is 2 becomes overlapping this interval, right? So if it would if the intervals are overlap, so in that case we need to check that whether we can extend the end value or not. In that case, that our what is the start value is 1, but our end value is 6, but we are getting the end value is here is 5. So 6 is greater than 5, so we will not update the end value here, so it will remain as it is 6, right? And then we will go 3 and 7. So next 3 and 7 will come. Here we can see that 3 is 3 and 7 and 1 and 6 overlapping each other, right? Because 3 is less than 6 but greater than our previous start value, right? So in that case, what do we need to do? We need to update the end value if the end value, if we can update the end value, right? Here you can see that our previous end value is 6 but current end value is 7, so we can extend this end value, right? So we will update this end with the maximum of these two. So what will in that case, it is 1 and 7, right? So this is 1 and 7 come, and in then after that we are getting 8 and 12, right? And these two are not overlap each other, right? So that case, this would be our answer, right? So what we are basically doing, we are taking first start value and end value with the first after sorting this array with the based on their start value, right? Then mm, we will take two variable start and end and initialize the first value, right? With the start value, and the end value with the this end value, right? And then we are checking that this start and end are overlapping the next interval or not. If it is overlapping, we'll update the end value if it is possible. Like if the end value is greater than the previous end value, then we will update, otherwise not. Because this in this example we are not having the, like, end value is maximum, that's why we're not updating. But in that case, we are getting the end value is maximum, we are updating the end value in that case, right? So this is why we need to do. I'm just writing down the pseudocode here for your better understanding. So what I will do, we'll first sort the array. Okay, we'll just sort the array. If the array name is intervals, and we are using lambda expression here. we are sorting based on their first value, right? So A0 minus B0, right? So we have sorted. Now after sorting, we will initialize our previous start value with the first intervals start value. This is 0 and end value is intervals. This is 0 0 and this is 0 1. Okay, and then we will start iterating the array from I1 to I less than n I plus plus, because we have already taken our first start and first end value. So in that case, we will continue with the next value, right? We will iterate the for loop with 1. Now I will check the if the intervals overlapping or not. So what is the condition for that? For condition should be like intervals of 0 comma 0 should be greater than our start value, and intervals comma 0 less than n value, right? In that case, if it is overlapping, what we'll do, we will update the max value, right? So we'll update the n value with the maximum of this n value or our current n value we are getting. So n will be the maximum of n. What is the current n value? Current n value is nothing but intervals I comma 1, right? This is our current n value. Okay, we are updating the value, and if it is not, that's when those two intervals are not overlapping. So we'll create a list, and we'll inside the list we'll add those two elements, right? Start and end. After adding this, so after adding the starter and value, we need to initialize the like if the like if there is another element come in that case like 812, from 812 there is another two exam like 14 and 15. So once we got here where these two are not overlapping, right? So in that case we need to initialize the start and end with this exam with this value, right? So that we can compare it again with the next intervals, right? So in that case we'll initialize the start again with this current intervals start. So this is intervals and end also, right? And we have initialized again if the two intervals are not overlapping, and at the end of this for loop we also add our what is the start value and end value to our list as well, because it could be possible like all the intervals are overlapping in that case. So all the like if condition goes here, so that case we are not adding anything in the list. So after this, like while the end of this for loop we'll add those start and end, like new start like end to our list, so that all the intervals got covered, right? So this is the pseudocode. I hope you are able to understand the solution. I will also provide the solution in the description section, so please check it out. And also I will in the right side corner you will see my array playlist, where you can get all the problem we have done so far. So please check it out, and please subscribe my channel for the more content. Thank you.